Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, and as promised in my previous video where I unboxed the new Scream Factory Collector's Edition DVD Blu-ray combo pack of Night of the Demons, I'm going to do a full review, but not of the film, but of the extras, the picture quality, the audio quality, etc., etc. I'm just going to assume that most of you guys out there have probably already seen this film. It is, in my eyes, as in so many horror fans' eyes, a complete and utter classic. You've got awesome, memorable characters who say really awesome dialogue. You've got just a great cast, a great director, and just outstanding special effects in the film. Makeup effects from Steve Johnson. I mean, considering that it was a pretty low-budget movie, the kind of practical makeup effects that are in the film are just really absolutely top-notch. And so yeah, if you haven't seen Night of the Demons, by all means, go out, watch it immediately, buy this release. It's definitely worth it. And I've been looking forward to this release because I've been such a fan of Night of the Demons for so long. I remember watching it. I rented it from a Ma and Pa video store on VHS. Had no idea what I was getting into when I bought it. Thought the cover looked cool. And when I rented it, took it home, watched it, and was just absolutely blown away. I loved it. From the opening, that awesome animated opening title sequence to, I mean, the effects and just everything about it. I absolutely loved it. It has all the essentials that I think, you know, a good horror movie needs. Like I said, great memorable characters, great dialogue, characters that have actual personality, some wit, you know, good script, good director, great special effects, ample female flesh. Yeah, because I mean that's just a requirement, a prerequisite for this kind of movie. But I've held off on the past few Scream Factory releases for a number of reasons. I kind of felt like the past few, you know, Scream Factory really spoiled us with, you know, Halloween 2, Halloween 3. They had just a string of releases that were just, I mean, if you were a horror movie fan, I mean, it was, you know, it was Christmas like every other month because they were just releasing all these great Blu-rays with lots of special features, and then they kind of, you know, it seemed to me like they were using the terms collector's edition a little loosely there. A lot of you know, great horror movies with big fan followings that they released on Blu-ray that just did not make the cut, as far as I'm concerned, of what a collector's edition should be. A lot of recycled special features, stuff like that, which as a fan, I was not very happy with. But again, you know, Scream Factory definitely spoiled us with a lot of those releases. And I kind of held off because I think the prices of these releases have kind of gone up. And I think that's kind of why they've slapped the collector's edition title on some releases that weren't worthy of it, because just the collector's edition title alone means that's an extra $5, $6, $7 that they can tack on, and it seemed like the prices were just kind of getting a little bit higher. But that's a whole other thing. I'd waited with bated breath in anticipation for this release when it was first announced, because this movie deserves a great Blu-ray release, and I definitely think Scream Factory gave Night of the Demons an excellent Blu-ray release right off the bat. The making of featurette is almost as long as the film itself. It's well over an hour in length. It's exhaustive. Everything you could possibly want to know about Night of the Demons, they talk about. Of course, they talk to Kevin Tenney. They talk to the producers. They talk to the writers. They talk to just about all the cast is interviewed here, with just a couple of people who just, I guess, didn't want to be interviewed or they couldn't track down. But most of the cast is here. Steve Johnson, the effects guy, is hilarious. Him talking about how, you know, he managed to achieve some of those great practical makeup effects with such a low budget. One story in particular was really cool. He actually got married to Linnea Quigley. They met while making this movie, and they ended up getting married shortly thereafter. And he was doing her makeup, and he said, you know, most actresses, when you're doing their makeup, you know, you're right there in their face, making sure you get all those little details. And most of them, you know, they close their eyes, they, you know, they fall asleep, they drift off. But she was just staring at me in my eyes the whole time I was doing this. I was doing her makeup and stuff. I thought that was kind of a cool story. And he's really definitely a character, Steve Johnson. But absolutely love. Speaking of characters, Amelia Kincaid, who played Angela in the film. A lot of you probably know she is like a pet clairvoyant. She communicates with pets and with animals and stuff, and she is absolutely a character. She has quite a bit to say in the making of featurette. She also gets her own standalone interview featurette, which was pretty insightful as well. The making of, I mean, this is one of the best making ofs in Scream Factory Collector's Edition Blu-ray release history. I mean, like I said, exhaustive, well over an hour, almost as long as the film itself. They talk to just about everybody associated with Night of the Demons. A lot of great information in there. A lot of great inside stories about how they, you know, pre-production, production, post-production, the release of the film, you know, the eventual cult following that the film accrued. I mean, really, you know, Scream Factory definitely went all out with the making of on this release, and I definitely applaud them. Like I said, you get a standalone interview with Amelia Kincaid. You get a standalone interview with crap, I forgot. Cannot think of her name off the top of my head. Basically, she's got like a scrapbook where she's showing pictures, behind the scenes stuff of for making the film. That was pretty nice. Interview, or the commentaries. I watched selected scenes. I think you can probably guess which scenes I selected to watch with the commentary. We actually get two commentaries. The commentary that I listened to included Kevin Tenney, Kathy Podwell, Hal Havens, Billy Gallo, and Steve Johnson. Of course, Hal Havens played. Oh God, I'm forgetting his name. Stooge. Love Stooge. One of the greatest characters in horror movie history. Stooge. Great commentary from them. Highly entertaining. All of them. A lot of fun to listen to. I actually listened to more of the film with that commentary than I had really intended to. The other commentary is Kevin Tenney and I believe the producers. Yes, the producers. And I only listened to a few minutes of it. But yeah, we get a promo reel, which is basically the reel that you would see shown in like video stores back in the day, basically trying to sell the movie to video store owners. You know, we're putting this much money behind the marketing, and the movie's doing this much money here, and we'll give you these standees and this and that. That was pretty cool. Of course, I mean, we get, you know, still galleries, we get trailers, we get TV spots, we get radio spots, the whole 9 yards. The picture quality on this film was excellent. Absolutely excellent. Everything that takes place inside Hull House, the lighting, the smoke, the makeup effects looked absolutely phenomenal. The picture quality was great. I mean, we talked about this on the most recent episode of the Sausage Factory about, you know, when we had that come to Jesus moment when we first saw Blu-ray, and it was like watching the movie again for the first time. It felt like, you know, not necessarily watching this movie again for the first time, but I've seen the film a lot. I've seen this movie quite a few times because I love it so much on DVD and VHS, but seeing it on Blu-ray, everything looks so crisp, so clean. Even just the regular makeup. I mean, the makeup that Linnea Quigley's character is wearing before she's even possessed, you know, it just looked so colorful and so crisp, and I mean, it just jumped off the screen. You know, in the DVD and the VHS versions, you did not see that at all. The HD, whatever you want to call it, restoration or transfer, is definitely one of the best I've seen Scream Factory do. Really, just like, wow, watching those scenes inside Hull House. They just looked absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The audio quality, of course, great stuff. Great audio quality. But the making of is really worth the price of the purchase price. Because, you know, if you're a fan of this movie, everything you could possibly want to know about it, they talk about in this really exhaustive making of featurette. Lots of interviews. I mean, just everything. Steve Johnson stuff just really kind of takes the cake, because he's talking about how he did all the effects on such a shoestring budget and all the makeup effects and stuff. And yeah, like I said, I was just, you know, I was then blown away by the makeup effects when I first saw the film, and I mean, even, you know, still blown away by them today, considering what a low budget they had. And yeah, and they look fantastic. They look fantastic in Blu-ray. I would be remiss if I did not mention the lipstick sequence involving Linnea Quigley. Watching that movie for the first time, I vividly remember watching that for the first time, and watching that sequence and being like, ooh, this is hot. And then she sticks that tube of lipstick in her boob, and it's, huh? Totally did not see that coming. Still today, I mean, that looks a fantastic effect. Yeah, I just love Night of the Demons. Great movie, and this is a great Blu-ray release for the movie. I highly, highly recommend it. If you guys are on the fence about picking it up, by all means, I think you can get it on Amazon for like $19-20. It's definitely worth it. Highly, highly recommend it. Picture quality, audio quality, A+, absolutely. The extras, A+, the making of featurette, A+, the commentary, lot of fun. Very, very cool stuff here. Of course, as with all the collector's editions, you get the reversible sleeve, or whatever you want to call it. That is the original poster art, and because I'm a huge nerd, I always reverse mine. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you bought this edition, definitely leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of it. Just let me know what you guys think of Night of the Demons in general in the comment section below. And hope you guys enjoy. And until next time, take it easy. Peace.